Welcome to a new sit down, new 2025 sit down. Yeah, something of that nature. Is this rolling? If it's not rolling, it's none of my business, ne? But I'm not moving. Yeah. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. This is a sit down. The first one for 2025. And I did say in my vlog that I took before the one, a vlog that I uploaded before the one that I uploaded on Monday. Today, what's the day for today? Today it's probably the 5th of January, and then the vlog that I uploaded was on Monday, January the 3rd. Yes, 2025. So in that vlog I was saying that I was gonna do a little bit of a live update because I went AWOL in December. Should I even call it a live update or why I went AWOL? I took my glasses off, guys, because it is hot and I cannot switch on the aircon because I don't know if you guys will be possibly going to be this feels like it's skew, or is it me? Yeah. So last year 2024 was great. I would like to believe so. I always take the positive from every year. I don't dwell on negative, but that's just how my personality is. I take the positives more than the negatives, So last year it has its ups and downs, man. But I think now that I'm sitting here and thinking about it, I honestly think that it had a lot of downs more than the positive. But personally, as a person, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. So when things do happen, I don't dwell on them, because if I dwelled on the negatives, honestly, I wouldn't be alive. I would not be alive to tell stories. But anyhow, in December, beginning of December, like I said, my heart was bleeding the entire December and some parts of January. Yeah, I'm still not okay. And if I say, like, I'm still not okay, to someone this might not be a lot, but there were other things that was happening behind the scenes, behind these ones, that made everything even much more worse. So in December, beginning of December, Theo was mugged. If you are new here, Theo is my son. He's not a child, he's a young man. He's 21 years old. He was mugged at gunpoint. They took his phone. So when that thing happened, it caught us by surprise. We were all shocked, especially because of where we live and because of where it happened. It happened literally few steps away from the house. And the sad thing about this is that one of the reasons we chose the area that we live in is that there is car patrol. Car patrol everywhere, car patrol everywhere, and each and every entrance has a camera. Not the house, the area. So there's cameras everywhere. The entrances, if a person comes and steals something, whether a car or what, and they need to get out of the area, there's footage of that, you know. So for the fact that that thing happened, and then we pay so much money for that car patrol, it's not for free, and but it happened few steps away from our house. I've never seen my son shaking like that, and as a mother, you have to, in that moment, you have to not be too emotional, because if you are emotional, then in that moment when it happened, because what happened was I saw him come running like inside the yard, and I was like, that has never happened before, you know, because normally when he comes in, then he'll play with Kara, she'll be jumping on him and all of that. But on that day, he came running, and then like I asked before as soon as he entered the house, I was like, what happened? What's wrong? And he's like, I just got dropped. And he was shaking, literally shaking at gunpoint. And where he described that he was robbed, those people, they robbed him in front of the house that literally has a camera, and they knew where to stand for them not to be seen by the camera. So these are people that have been following him. This is my belief. But my son has he likes to believe the good in people, but I just think it's people that knows him. But yeah, they studied him, they knew his movement, they knew where to wait for him, and I think they had all the info. And then another thing that I realized is that Rona, we capitalize on the fact that they will never leave the area. The footage will show, and then No, they live within us. They never left the area. Security tried, they checked their control, they checked their cameras, they checked the street view, they checked everything. There was nothing. And I think even the number plate and because that's another thing, hey, they use motorcycles now. It's no longer that one that he's gonna point a gun at you, rob you, and then run. No, motorcycle. They use a motorcycle now, and that's what they used to get away. And he was saying, I was literally looking at my gate and I'm like, I could run, but I don't think that would have been the best move to run. But he saw one of them. He took the mask. There was a gunman, and there was the one that was driving the motorcycle. Now, the funny thing about this whole thing, it's the first thing that he got here is that we put the phone on a lost mode, but they like on a lost mode. So we are pretty sure that they can't do anything with it. I don't know if they were aware that it's what kind, it's an iPhone or whatever, I don't know, but they can't do anything with it. The last location that we saw when they tried to switch it on, it was in Randbeck. There's a location there, but we also put the thing that it makes an alarm, it goes off, or a noise when they switch it on, right? Till today it's still off. But when they try to switch it on, it's in different locations. Do you understand? So they can't even use it. But the other day he said that he saw people that looked like them, but the motorcycle is different. The motorcycle is different. Now, this one, I know I'm going to be controversial about it, what I'm going to say now. Ne? I'm a South African. I'm all up for South African. I'm all up for anything that has to do with the upliftment of South African people. But I will forever say this. When you take something from someone that is hungry because he saw the ethnicity of one of them, if you if you take something, food, off of someone, from someone, you are putting that person in a very dangerous zone. And that dangerous zone, it's not a danger to himself, it's a danger to us South Africans, because no one can just leave their country, go to another country for fun. Kara is going to bark non-stop. There are people that are coming to wash the bins, and my daughter has her own mind. Kara baby, come Nana, let them be, ne? They'll be done in a few. Get baby, let them be, Nana. So if you are putting someone into a desperate situation, you are going to have to deal with them reacting desperately, because one, they have families back home. They have families back home that is relying on them. So when you decide, baby, wait, Kara, man, can you stop? If you put someone in a desperate situation or a desperate position, or push them into a corner, you are going to be the victim. Unfortunately, now we are the victims of the decisions that we took as South Africans. I'm not going to go deep into, but some things, guys, there was a reason. If a market is there, if people are able to penetrate the market, they have penetrated the market because there was a gap. And Rona, we are as a selfish nation. We don't do things together. We don't come and we don't come and then rebe one thing. There's a lot of people that are outside from the country that are doing businesses, but they're doing businesses in a model that they buy things together and then they split them. Then the costs are less on them. The charges, everything, if they are importing, the customs and all of that, they are less on them. I would say one of the research that I personally have done was to buy fabric. Ne? did I not get the shock of my life when I found out that if I like a fabric like this, is black, ne? It's black, it's chiffon or viscose or whatever. It's chiffon, it's viscose, is whatever. They sell it in tons. Tell me, what am I gonna do with a ton of black chiffon? Because now I thought they were selling them in roll. There are those ones that are selling them like the roll, but they are expensive compared to when you buy a ton. So when you take something from someone and then when not go ShopRite, you stock and then you come, you resell, and then renally this tendency of selling at an exorbitant amount. The market for that thing, it's forever going to be there, whether we like it or not. It's forever going to be there. So that's one thing that I am realizing now, or the stories that I'm hearing now, is, guys, now I don't know if ke a bonagala mo this thing or not. I have no idea. But if I bonagala, if my head is cut, forgive me. Should I go like this so I can see? I don't know. Okay, yeah. So that's what happened. And I think when it happened, we didn't realize how much it affected him until now. I look slouched, ne? Until now. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Shooting. I'm shooting a video. Do you need anything? Yeah? How was it? Okay. Come check if it can have a tendency. I'm not even interested.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Enjoy.
So we didn't realize how much it affected him until now. Because when that thing happened, we were busy. We were in the middle of trying to plan my mom's 70th. There was a lot going on. So I don't think both of us got to deal with it up until now, when now life resumes again. And I'm also seeing how much it affected him. That's another struggle. So we went through that. My mom's lunch passed, and then we came back. We are still bleeding from that. And mind you, let me go. We came back, and then I was trying to upload a video. You know, I've deleted so many footages. In that moment, I was trying to save a video on my phone, and I couldn't. And it kept telling me to upgrade. Ne? I didn't understand, but it wasn't saying update, it was saying upgrade. So, and then I left it there. It went off, and then it went on to saying data recovery, and then my phone went off blank. I could not switch it on. it guys, yo. And then the following day, that was on a Sunday, right? Because I was preparing that vlog for Monday. Then the following day, we still going through a lot. There's still a lot of things that are happening besides the phone thing. And then my phone, it went off. That was on a Sunday. Was it on a Sunday? No, it was on a Friday. When was it? It was on a Friday, because on that day, I'll check the dates correctly. No man, it was Monday, because the following day, it was also Sunday. Then the following day was Monday, and I remember we went to Pretoria first, then town, then we went to iStore. When we got there, they tell me that there's nothing that they can do. I have to replace the software, and that's like 10 grand. It's equivalent to me buying a new phone. Guys, you know, I normally say this thing to you guys and say content creation for me is therapy. I knew what I was saying, or I understand myself when I'm saying that, ne? But at that time, I understood what that phone meant to me. Hey, I cried. I haven't cried for something like that. I remember leaving the store, and then I asked my husband if I can go to the bathroom, and I cried. On our way home, I cried. And let me tell you why I cried. I lost footage. That meant I can't make content. I also make a living off of Facebook. I monetize there, so I do make money there. Every month I do get paid from Facebook. So these things, ne, I get paid, but it's not enough to buy a phone, but it's something. So these few things uli combine, ne, and then you calculating hore both me and Theo's phones are contracts, ne? And we are left with 6 months to upgrade. So that meant we will be paying 6 months for the phones that we do not have. And they are not cheap. And we still are in no position to buy new phones cash. It just can't happen. So when you take those things and then combine them, yeah, I cried. That was just before Christmas, hey? Man, Christmas because it was Christmas. Because it was Christmas, both of us had to go back to our previous phones. iPhone 7. He is using his, I'm using mine. And mine speaker, even the video that I posted, or the lasagna one, the final part of it, because it was the final part of it, I was shooting it with this iPhone 7. it was not agreeing. It was not agreeing, but you know what? We went home and I took few things in J. Another thing was that I was struggling with was space. So I was only able to do shorts, reels, and all of that. Ne? But one thing that I can tell you is that the quality, if you are not if the space, the iPhone 7, the space is enough there, the quality of the videos are it, and they no longer sell it, ne? So that's what happened, and I couldn't shoot, I couldn't upload, I couldn't do anything. I'm still bleeding now, more so because I'm also realizing Jorge Theo was affected by that incident. I'm as old as like this. I've never been mugged, and I don't wish to be mugged, and I don't wish being mugged on anyone, even on my worst enemy. I don't have enemies though. Nah. That thing's just, it's not for me. It's too much at me. But I cannot be enemy. Ne? I just make people insignificant in my life if I don't want to deal with them. But I wouldn't call them enemies. But the hardest thing is realizing how much now the fear of walking now. And now I have raised Theo to be independent. I sheltered him. I still shelter him. I'll address that, I'll deal with it. But I've also raised him to be independent in a way. So he cannot just stay inside the house, no. But besides the phones, us not having the phone and all of that, the hardest thing that I have to watch every day is him being scared. And this is a 21-year-old young man. And I know him to be strong, but I think that incident left him shaking, and more so because when it happened, we didn't have the opportunity to deal with it. There was a lot going on. So we didn't have, it was like go, 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 go. You understand? But I'll tell you another thing. Prayer. I don't care what you pray, but prayer works. And then 2 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago, I woke up. We had an iPhone 11 in the house. It used to be my husband's phone for work. And then when he upgraded, when he upgraded to 12, I was using it for shooting. So I had 12, that was my personal, and 11, I was using it for shooting. Né? And then one day I was cleaning out, I was cooking in the kitchen. I was using a tripod, like, you know, this cheap tripod, and it fell and it cracked. It didn't crack the camera, but it cracked the screen. It has the line, ne? And then I just put it aside. I was like, And then I continued with my thing. My husband was not happy with me. But I'll tell you, for me, I remember even with the iPhone 12, I had to negotiate for us to get them. Ne? Me and Theo. He was saying no. Hey, siya negotiate kulo music. So I had to put my whys on the table, ne? And part of my whys was content creation. That was the only reason, because iPhone 7 then was just the space was just not enough. I didn't like the quality and okay, so he bought us the phones, but for Theo it was for school. I think he was in matric. But now we use a phone for 3 to 4 years, guys. I know you guys changes phones. I not in this house. In this house, as darling chelete ya berekela. So then he got us those phones, ne? And then for me, from the moment I got that phone, iPhone 12, I saw it as a tool. I saw it as equipment. It was never a luxury or something precious or no. Even when I was crying, I was not crying for the phone. I was crying for what that phone is doing for me. I don't know if that makes sense. So I remember the other day I was cleaning outside Mostupu, the front patio, and then it fell. I picked it up and then put it back on the tripod. You should have seen my husband. If he did not kill me on that day, he'll never kill me ever again, because he did not understand how can my phone fell, because it was fairly brand new. It was brand new actually. He did not understand how can it fall, and then I don't cry, I don't complain, I'm not shattered, I'm not bona. I picked it up, I busetsa mo tripoding, and then I continued, because I think that's the part that he didn't understand. For me, it's a tool, it's an equipment. It was an equipment. It wasn't something. The whole purpose of it being me having it, because I could have easily went for any other phone that is way lot cheaper than that other one, the iPhone 12. Then ka standard is 7. We all know now for hey hi iPhone, they're releasing phones like this, nobody's business. But now for me it's a tool, it's an equipment. So I didn't see the need to, I didn't put it in my heart. Even when I was crying, I was telling him, I'm not crying for the phone. I'm crying for that phone is doing for me. You know? So, living it was a tool. And then it became that thing. I've lost an equipment and I have no money to replace it. I'm in no place, in no position to replace it ever. Not now, or at least not for the next 6 months or a year. You know, this is the reality of my life. And then, but a few weeks ago, then I took that 11 and then I charged it, and then it said hello. Why is it famous hello? And it said, actually it said bring your other iPhone close. Bonakata that iPhone 7 ka transfer everything. The reason I did not mind, because if I'm using it to shoot now, the screen in a little line the color, you know. But it's better than the 7 that I was using, because the 7 that I was using, actually, I'm even like the iPhone 7 that I'm using, it's my husband's. So yeah, is a speaker, so I couldn't use it, the iPhone 7. So I'm using my husband's one. So that's another thing. Keeping old phones do come in handy. So I get like that, Dumela. And then I took a video. The video came out clean. I was like, look at my God. Look at my God. No one can tell me horror God doesn't exist. There's no way. So even now, I'm using it. I don't know how long it's going to last me because right, it's I get it. So, but that's what, if you see me, I'm uploading and all of that, good. If you don't see me, no hurry, it gave up on me. So what I'm doing now is that I'm shooting a lot of content, and then I'm going to put them on YouTube, so that if it fails me, if it fails me, at least while I'm still making other plans, or while God is still making other plans for me, at least there will be content. And another thing, to my fellow YouTubers, I am watching your content, but my struggles phone is making it difficult for me to comment on your things. But I will try. I will try. I don't know how I will try. And thank you so much to my 1014 subscribers as of date. I thank you guys. I didn't expect that to happen, but I'm not monetized as yet, because of you guys know, with YouTube, the more you don't upload, the more your hours reduces, and then for one to get to that amount again, it's hard work. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next upload. Bye.